What would happen if you found that your plate was empty and you didn't know where your next meal was coming from? This is a situation for roughly 800 million people around the world. Why? If you live directly off the land, like many do, it might be because of a natural disaster, like flooding, or extreme drought, or because you don't have regular employment due to your social status or gender, or for other social reasons preventing you from accessing the most basic necessities of life, or perhaps conflict has forced you from your home and community. Sarah is a mother of 3 living with her elderly father. Her family was forced to flee her home community because of conflict and violence. After finding their way to a safer place, they suddenly had no regular access to food. Like millions of others, they lost all their normal supports and came to rely on outside organizations like Canadian Foodgrains Bank for food. Sarah lives a world away. How can support be provided to her family? When it began, the Foodgrains Bank shipped grain from Canada as a response to food crises around the world. We no longer do this. Canada in general no longer provides this type of food aid. Instead, food is now purchased as closely as possible to the area of need. This is less expensive, more efficient, and ensures the most appropriate food for those in need. It is also important for supporting local farmers and food producers. Canadian Foodgrains Bank works through its 15 Canadian member agencies, who in turn work with local partners in areas where food is needed. Through these partners, who understand the local language and culture, Sarah and her family can be included in a food assistance project. She might receive a food basket, some basic staple foods and nutritional supplements. If she is able, she could participate in a Food for Work project and receive food as payment for work which further contributes to the development of her community. If she were living on farmland, she may also receive seeds or tools, or even animals which provide food and income for the family. If Sarah is living in a place where there are good markets with available food, she could receive cash or food vouchers to be used with approved food vendors in local markets. This ensures people have access to food in the most practical and helpful way. Now, Sarah and her family can worry a little bit less about where their next meal is coming from and make plans to get their lives back to normal as quickly as possible. Food assistance is one important way that the Foodgrains Bank, in cooperation with the Canadian government, is providing food to the people who need it most. To donate, go to foodgrainsbank.ca.